Well, diversity is not only important for the Army, it's essential. I'll give you my perspective. You know, I immigrated to this country when I was 17 years old, and then a year and a half later, I joined the Army, and I was part of this incredibly diverse team and a force of freedom. It allowed me to be part of something greater than myself, and I'm still serving. Diversity is important because it's part of the human domain. In this era of multi-domain operations, the human domain will allow us to feel, recruit, retain, and train the best talented force that we can feel to fight and win our nation's conflicts. Diversity is a combat multiplier. You know, in this era of multi-domain operations, our enemies are closing the gap. Our near-peer competitors are closing the gaps on technology and numbers. Now, diversity is a powerful renewable resource that our country has in abundance and our enemies may not. Again, it will allow us to recruit, retain, maintain, and field the best possible team at any time. It will allow us to reflect the demographics of our country. It will allow us to have a constant, renewable talent pool that will never end. That is one source in which will have complete overmatch over any adversary. That itself is powerful. Well, I've been in the Army for 26 years. I've seen many, many changes. I've seen how the Army has evolved, and definitely I've seen generations come and go. And the way ahead is continue to work and mentor this generation. Continue to work on initiatives like TIMS, that bases itself on a culture of ownership, and a culture of knowing and recognizing, and a culture of seeing our soldiers and getting to know them in order to create and gel that team. The way ahead in the future is bright. Okay, this generation is by far more talented, more intelligent, more fit, and more educated than the one I came in. This generation of tactile learners, you know, they have to know the why, the what, and the how, and they can enable mission command better than your generation or my generation ever could. They can enable centralized planning and decentralized execution. And in an era of ambiguity and multi-domain operations, and in a complex theater of operations of the 21st century, characterized by hybrid wars and all the threats that are not tangible, like the ones that you and I used to, you know, grew up training, we need that kind of intellect. We need that kind of initiative. We need that kind of technologically and intellectual warrior. And based on what I see on this generation of soldiers, the future of the Army is in good hands.